Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 46 of the Tim Tebow Dynasty.
Justin Blackmon is a go-to receiver. He did it in clutch situations, third down, red zone, 2 minute. Everybody in the country knew they had to stop Justin Blackmon. Couldn't do it.
And in this episode, we're taking on the Miami Dolphins for the second season in a row. They are our in-state rivals. Last season we beat them. Hopefully we can do the same thing this season. You can go back to episode 28 and see our 41-17 win over the Dolphins. And in that game I threw 386 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and completed 90% of my passes. Hopefully I can have another one of those games today. Now, last time we played the Dolphins, their best player was defensive end Dion Jordan, who is again their best defensive player. He's a 90 overall, but he's out this game. So we don't have to worry about him. But we still got Cameron Wake on the other side of the defensive line. They got Philip Wheeler, who's a pretty good linebacker, and corner Brett Grimes. So besides that, their defense is full of a bunch of holes. So I should be able to have a pretty nice game. Looking for Justin Blackmon a lot, trying to break Calvin Johnson's single season record for yards by receiving. Anyways, Justin Blackmon needs to get 130 yards per game the rest of this year. So far, we've been able to do it, especially without Zach Neal, who's injured. And we got Maurice Jones-Drew back, so that's nice. Finally get him some looks this season. Picked up a nice fourth down right there. And we're on pace to break a couple records this season. That's the goal. Right now we're averaging enough yards and enough touchdowns with Justin Blackmon to break Calvin Johnson's and Randy Moss's records for single season receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. We're on pace to be the first quarterback to ever rush for 2,000 yards. So far in league history, only 8 players have rushed for 2,000 yards, and we would be the 9th player to do it, and we would actually be the first quarterback to do it. So So that's a pretty big achievement, but we're also trying to break Drew Brees' record for passing percentage, completion percentage for a season. So it's a pretty big year for us because we are also trying to get back to the Super Bowl to win back-to-back Super Bowls. Be the first team to do it since the Patriots did it in the early 2000s. I also don't know why I said 9th, because when I was looking at the records for rushing yards in a season, counted Adrian Peterson twice, because in my Madden franchise, I guess last season, or maybe it was the season before, anyways, he set the record for rushing yards in a season with 2,187, broke the record by 82 yards. So he ran for 2,000 yards twice, technically in my Madden franchise. So I'd be technically the 8th guy to do it. So that's the goal for this year. To not only have a really good season, but also get back to the Super Bowl.
We've got an injured player on the field. That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field. And my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt.
That was a bad throw. I was trying to force it to Justin Blackmon in the end zone. Luckily, it was not intercepted. We will have moments that I will talk about later where it seems like the computer is definitely trying to force us to lose this game. After this game, we are done with the first half of the season, and we will have 8 games to go before the playoffs. 4th and 1, I'm going for it. I'm not kicking a field goal here. I think I can make this.
Take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board. Gets away from the pressure.
Uh-oh. All right.
He breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
Another record that I didn't mention because it's not as glamorous as the other bigger records I'm going for, but I am on pace to break Cam Newton's record for rushing yards by a quarterback for a season. His record, I think, is 13 or 14. I'm on pace for 14. As I get closer, I'll have to look that up to make sure I'm not saying I broke it when I really didn't, but when we'll get there, we'll get there. And our defense, who was playing pretty well the first half of the season, is now giving up 3 points to another bad throw by me to end the first quarter. We've given up 3 points. We've only put up 7. So we have a lead going in the second, but not the lead that I normally enjoy. And another surprise. Apparently, my offense has been so explosive this season, for the first half of the season at least. I'm on pace to throw for just about 6,000 yards, which is another NFL record. So it'd be 6,000 yards through the air, another 2,000 through the ground, and most likely my third straight MVP. Yeah, we did not pick up the first down on that play, so it's now the Dolphins' ball. They went and scored a touchdown, so now we're down 10-7. Now I don't understand why Jones-Drew came back from injury. He finishes today with 8 carries for 31 yards, so nothing too exciting. Dwayne Harris makes a nice catch for a first down, his second of the game. I prefer sticking with Cotton Deacon, who takes 4 carries, half of what Jones-Drew gets, but he's able to turn that into 54 yards. So we all know that I prefer Cotton Deacon as my running back going forward. He's 20, Jones-Drew is 30. So realistically, I don't know how much longer Jones-Drew will be a part of this team. I don't know how much longer I will be a part of this team or Justin Blackmon. Me and Blackmon are both free agents, and they can only franchise tag one of us. And they have offered, I don't know if they offered Blackmon a contract, but they have offered me a new contract going forward. They've again offered me a 5-year, $50 million contract with $23 million signing bonus. Now, I don't know if that makes it a 5-year, $73 million contract, or if that only means half of the contract is guaranteed. So, I don't know if I'm going to accept it yet. I haven't declined it yet either. I'll let you guys decide. Do you want me to accept it? Oh, Justin Blackmon with a nice catch right there for big yards. You guys comment below. Do you want me to accept that contract, or do you want me to decline it and test free agency? It would be kind of exciting to test free agency, but if I want to come back to the Jaguars, I don't know if I'll be able to do that after I go to free agency. Thought Dwayne Harris was going to run in for a touchdown there. He does not. And if you're asking yourself, what was with that draft video of Justin Blackmon to start this episode? Well, there's his second touchdown. Let's just put it this way. By the end of this game, if you don't understand why Justin Blackmon was a top pick in the draft when he was taken, I don't know how to put it, because he has such an impressive game for me today with his scoring, with his route running. Jones-Drew makes a nice run right here. His only good run of the game. Like I said, he ends up with only 31 yards. But Justin Blackmon, this is his season. And we're at the 2-minute warning, up 14-10. Looking to go in the half, up 21-10. Hopefully we can score here again, and then our defense holds them to 0 points the rest of the game. I have a nice favorable matchup with Justin Blackmon on the outside. And, oh, he almost came down with that one. Like I mentioned before, Justin Blackmon rarely wins jump balls, but I thought that was going to be one of the ones that he actually won. Nope, they switched it. I'm trying to get him that matchup again on the outside. Here we go. He's got it. Never mind. All right, 3rd and 5. Not bad. Looking pretty good. 1 for 5 so far on 3rd down. Not a great first half, But we got Mercedes Lewis open, and he picks up the first down. So the offense continues to move. We're going to look for Justin Blackmon on the outside to the left again. And hopefully he could beat his man. There he goes. And hopefully he can get in. There he is. And that makes Justin Blackmon's third touchdown today. He's undoubtedly the best receiver in the league right now. He's still only 25 years old. This is his fourth season. And I'm basically giving him the type of career I thought he was going to have before he ended up getting suspended in year 2 and then ended up getting suspended from the league indefinitely. We're going to call a timeout because we got 9 seconds. We're trying to get into field goal range. Give us a little more of a lead at halftime. Golden Tate's going to get open on the right side. There he goes. And that brings us to field goal range. And we're back after halftime, up 24-13. We get the ball back. I prefer getting the ball to start the second half. A lot of teams, for some reason, like to start the first half with the ball. I prefer to let my defense get things going and then get the ball in the second half. But for some reason, that always seems to backfire on us because we always play worse in the second half than we play in the first half. Jones-Drew gets a nice block. That's the only thing he's good for right now in our offense because he can't really run the ball very well. And Cotton Deacon's a better receiver than him, so. And I fumble because my offensive line in the second half always comes out playing like crap. Our defense gives up another field goal to make it 16-24. Back to Jones-Drew for like no yards. Again, he finishes today with 8 carries for 31 yards. The majority of his yards came on that one play in the first half. Try to toss it out to him, and he does. I don't get that jump that the computer does. Again, I'm not controlling anybody but Tebow, but the computer has those players jumping like that a lot, like trying to hurdle somebody for no reason at all, and all it does is lead them to losing yards. And that interception right there, I don't know how he was keeping pace with Justin Blackmon when he was running backwards. If you go and watch it, he's clearly not even looking, but clearly makes a great interception. So, again, another sack. It starts to feel like in the second half, Madden's trying to cheat me out of the win. You could call that a bad throw by me. Okay, that's fine. There's going to be more plays that I'll point out where it's clear Madden's trying to force the Dolphins to win and me to lose. I don't get it. It pisses me off, but I'm just going to keep playing through it. So, I'll point it out later. Yeah, we got Ace Sanders making a rare catch. He has 4 today. He hasn't been showing up for us like all season. He's like our 5th wide receiver. But without Zach Meow, he's getting actual playing time. And there's another, that one's bad. That play is irritating because Madden's supposed to adjust to your play style. So you can't just call the same thing over and over again. Well, I called something new on that play. So it's not like he read it and he was like, oh, okay, I know what you're calling. I had Golden Tate doing an out route, which I never have him do. And now I fumbled. Exactly. So basically, everything I've done in the second half so far has been a turnover. Every time we get the ball, we turn it over. And now they're winning 30-24. We got Cotton Deacon just keeps stopping. So he only gets 2 yards. It's plays like that fumble, plays like the random interception that I promise you that Madden's trying to cheat me out of this win because I have no idea why. Why? How have I turned the ball over 4 times so far in this second half with 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions so far? My running back's just standing, like, will take 2 steps and stand there, turn around, and take 2 steps the other way and stand there until he gets tackled. Like, a lot of these plays aren't adding up. Should have gone to Golden Tate right there. But if they're going to keep making me throw interceptions, I'm just going to take off with it. We got Blackmon. He's going to be open on the outside. Wide open. There's a flag. But he gets into the end zone. And that flag's going to be against the defense. So we don't get to celebrate that touchdown. But it still stands. Yep. They were offsides. The touchdown's good. So now we're up 31-30. And Justin Blackmon looks wide open again. Another nice chunk of yards for Blackmon. He has 130, which is the goal. And he has 4 touchdowns so far. Clearly the best wide receiver in the NFL at this point. And I had to get rid of the ball right there, or I would have taken a sack. Oh, wait. I just remembered. Just wait for the next interception I throw. Wait, no, they don't count that as an interception. They count it as a fumble. Okay, I'm going to throw Golden Tate drops the ball, even though he should have held on to that one. Yeah, I'm going to throw, technically throw a fumble. It makes no sense, but that's what basically was going to happen. Justin Blackmon holds on to it, and their safety gets hurt on that play. And Justin Blackmon taunts right in his face after making that catch. 7 catches under 48 yards. I think it said 3 touchdowns. He ends up with 5. So I don't know why it said 3. Maybe I just read it wrong. That play right there, I clearly threw it, and they count that as me fumbling it? I have no idea. It literally made no sense, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they're going to now, I think this is where they take the lead again to make it 38-31. Nope, they don't. Okay, so we still have a lead. We're just going to run out most of this clock. As Jones Drew at least try to, and he gets 2. This is why I'm not going to my running backs in the second half, because the computer that simulates them and everybody else that's not me is making it seem like nobody else knows what they're doing. So I'll just take off. Got 59 yards so far. I think I end up with like 100 something because I'm not losing this. I'm not going to only throw 20 times a game because that's still the bet with the coach that if we... Oh yeah, here's Cotton Deacon's nice run. I thought he was going to break this one off for a touchdown. He unfortunately gets stopped right there. But we still got that bet going with the coach. If we lose another game, I can only call 20 pass plays, and everything else has to be a rushing play until we lose again, and then we can go back to my playbook. And Justin Blackmon comes down with another touchdown. Alright, so we got the ball back. We're up 38-30 with 3 minutes left. Just got to run out this clock. Ace Sanders wide open. Nobody's covering him. Call the hurry up to do the same play because the defense isn't going to adjust. You can see the guy playing off of him, which leaves him wide open again. Another catch by Ace Sanders. Oh, nice move. But he doesn't have the speed, and he gets tackled. So we're going to try it one more time because I guarantee the defense again might leave him open. Yep, wide open. Ace Sanders makes the 3rd catch in a row. 7 catches today, 82 yards. Easily his best game this season. Yeah, okay. So he's running backwards, matching Justin Blackmon's speed. And literally, both his interceptions don't make any sense to me. But whatever, tie game. I got a minute 50 left, and all I need is a field goal to win it. So, run out of bounds, stop the clock. Smart play right there. Get a nice chunk of yards, stop the clock. Save my 3 timeouts. I got 3 timeouts. Keep in mind in this drive that I have all 3 timeouts. Picked up more yards. Moving the ball down the field. All we need is a field goal. Trying to run out the clock. Cotton Deacon does get the first down. Surprise. Somebody's hurt. I can't see who, but I guess we have an injury. I think these injuries might be to our offensive line since they're not showing anybody. But anyways, we're still moving the ball. Another 5 yards. The clock's still moving. We got all 3 timeouts still. I want to point that out.
The Jaguars coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the 4th quarter. Throws to the right.
Jones-Drew picks up the first down. Gets tackled by his own guy, but he gets the first down. We use 1 timeout, so we got 2 more. We just need to save 1 for the field goal. Nobody open. I can scramble for some yards. Nice chunk of yards here. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock. We're down to the 18. We're in field goal range. 57 seconds left. Do you think we score a touchdown here? Or do you think we turn the ball over? Or the clock runs out? Because we've had that happen to us before. Get a couple more. The defense calls a timeout. Okay, no problem. 50 seconds to go. We still have 2 timeouts.
This game is all tied up and it's headed to the wire.
Nobody open. Pick up another first down. 46 seconds to go. Defense calls a timeout. We still have 2. First and goal. You explain to me in the comments how this makes sense to you.
The Jaguars come to the line, 4th quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining.
Oh, can't get in. Okay, 40 seconds left at the 7-yard line. We still have 2 timeouts. Okay, now we're in overtime. How'd that make any sense? So my guess is that they called the coach just pulled me off the field, called a timeout to kick a field goal, and he missed it. That's literally the only thing I could think of, because all of a sudden we're in overtime when we had 2 timeouts and 40 seconds left at the 7-yard line. Going back to Golden Tate, he's wide open. They're not covering him in the middle. We're in field goal range again, so we're not losing this. Madden's literally trying to cheat me out of this game. Find Ace Sanders for a nice pickup. Like this game and then the Packers game, I swear the game is trying to cheat me out of a win. I don't understand it. And we got Justin Blackmon open for his 5th touchdown today.
That puts them ahead, and it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind. This one could not be resolved.
And that's the end of the game. We win 44-38. The computer clearly was trying to cheat me out of that win. I don't know how it does that. Especially that 4th quarter ending. I get you could try to say that some of those throws were bad. Which, okay, fine. But the fumbles didn't make sense. How the 4th quarter ended didn't make sense. My players just standing there instead of running for yards. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And come back for the Bears game.